The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to collect data for IAHPERD. After logging into your IHT account, click on Dashboard. After you click on Dashboard, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Next. Then look for Statewide Data Collection Iowa. The first document everybody should read is the overview document, so click on the hyperlink, and this will outline exactly what IAHPERD is striving to accomplish for the year 2018. It will show you the different measures, why the different measures are important, and what grade level we will be focusing on. Then you can scroll down and open up an exact rubric. So I'm going to demonstrate first grade. If I was going to collect data on first grade, I would first open up the rubric that is provided to me from our association. Then I would notice that I'm collecting two measures. One that is the form of hop, and the other one is the consistency of the action. I will also notice that there's a 1, 2, 3 level that I would be evaluating. So now I would leave the rubric up, go to Assessments, open up New Assessment. In the Assessment Properties, I would open up the elementary measure, click on Hops and Form and Consistency. Then click on one group at a time. So now I come down and I look, measures to be assessed and groups to be assessed. If that is what I want, I create my assessment. On the left-hand side, it will list all of my students. Then it will tell me whether it's the form or the consistency. So once I open up the form hyperlink, all of my students would be listed, and then I simply come in here and put in the number that is appropriate for that student. After I'm done with that class, then I simply click Assessments, and I can go back to that class at any time. And it will show me then who's been assessed, who has not been assessed, and what's left to be assessed. After you have the data collected for all of your students in that class period, click on Reports, click on Create a New Report, title it. It can be anything from Mrs. Johnson's first grade to whatever you want. Simply come down to Assessment Detail. Make sure that you backdate it according to the first time that you were collecting the data. If you have had a student that has moved into your account from another teacher's account, you should always click Include Participant History. Changing semesters, changing a new year, changing kids from one teacher to another, always include participant history. Create your report, and then each student would come out with the outcomes. And this is what it would tentatively look like in this format. Now, for your knowledge, when it comes to the reports that happen for the statewide data collection, it is not an individual report. The only report that IAHPERD can pull up is a summary report. So if I come in and I build a summary report, this is what the report will look like. As you can tell, there are no names mentioned. It gives the total number assessed, total number of boys, total number of girls, and more important, what the state really is looking at is what percent of our kids are at a proficient level, what percent of our kids are at a developing level, and what percent of our elementary students with their locomotor skills are at not yet. And this information is really important for IAHPERD to start showing the Department of Ed and people on the Hill that the teachers in Iowa are working on important steps that connect to academic success.